In this video, I'm going to show you one of the biggest mistakes home sellers make when going to sell their home to a cash buyer. Let's take a look. One of the biggest mistakes that home sellers make in the current marketplace is they're constantly inundated with either iBuyer or cash offer situations, and they look very attractive, but the reality is it's completely something different. And I get phone calls all the time, and in this video I want to kind of go in depth of what reality is and what's happening, so that way you better understand, if you're a home seller in this marketplace, what might be going on behind the scenes that you really don't know about. So I'm sure that you get direct mail, postcards, letters, people saying that they'll pay cash for your home. And sometimes that is an avenue in which a homeowner must exercise. But there are ways to protect yourself. And the reason I say that is because every single day I am inundated with emails from people who are selling property. Now, what do I mean by that? Those internet-based buyers or cash offer buyers that come in and actually put your property into a contract and you have a signed agreement, they're selling your home on the secondary market in a wholesale situation. What do I mean? This person acts as a wholesaler and they just tie a property up so that they can go ahead and sell the property on the secondary market to some other investor. It happens all the time. Probably one of the most criminal things that exists, at least in my state, in California, is that wholesalers are not required to be a licensed realtor in the state of California. So really, they could just be internet-based individual who might be good with technology. They know how to farm neighborhoods. They might even be able to unearth certain type of homeowners that might be in distress situations and take advantage of them. Where we see it the most, though, is in our senior community. And that's probably where I have to draw the line, because our senior community being impacted as much as they are when they're already on a fixed income and then getting taken advantage of by a wholesaler really kind of pushes the buttons a little bit too far. Now, I'm not saying anybody should be taken advantage of in any circumstances, but especially when it's our senior community in our own backyard, I think we have to watch out for those things. So let me get into it. You as a home seller sign a contract to sell your home for all cash. And you think this is going to be easy. It's going to be a quick close of escrow, all cash transaction. And maybe you've negotiated yourself some time in the property after the closing. That's fine and dandy. There's two things that happen. First and foremost, they're going to show up with their contractors and they're guaranteed they're going to renegotiate the price of the house. So even though they have ran an estimate based on what the internet will provide them, they have ran an estimate of price that they can purchase your home for. Then once they visit it, they turn around, and even if you've agreed to that number, they will tell you, oh, I'm sorry, we can't pay this based on the property's condition. Now they're lowering the price again. I get these phone calls all the time. Here's the second part that really impacts a lot of people. Sometimes that buyer that puts your home under contract isn't even a buyer. They're a wholesaler. Basically, they might have initial deposit to be able to put into escrow, but if you read their contract, there's some very specific language in there that allows them to assign the transaction to another buyer. So if you are a home seller, one of the ways that you can protect yourself, never allow an assignment of a contract to another buyer. This prevents any wholesaling of your house on the secondary market. So that way, someone can actually close escrow at one price and turn around and sell it at a different price while in the transaction, basically double escrowing it. So you want to protect yourself of that. The biggest thing that I think, especially in our senior community, that we need to address is that with anyone that you accept a cash offer, and I do have cash offers for my clients, don't get me wrong, they do have a time and place. But if you're a home seller, talk to a real estate professional, talk to a real estate agent that has knowledge of how to deal with cash offer buyers. They can protect you so that you're not exposed with regards to renegotiations on your house, or just a series of wholesalers. And what these wholesalers are doing as follows. And the reason I want to share some of these is because these emails hit my inbox every day. These emails are actually just flipping your house. And they're very specific. There's a picture of the front side of the house. Then you're going to turn around. It'll actually list the terms of which the home could be bought for. It's not going to give the specific address, but it's going to get enough information that you're going to have an idea as a buyer that that home is available. And I think that this is something that you really have to protect yourself from as a home seller in this marketplace. So don't allow wholesalers to tie up your home and sell your home on the secondary market. I get these emails all the time. Negotiate or at least consult with a real estate professional that actually knows how to work with cash offer transactions to protect that your deal cannot be assigned to another buyer. And that way, you as a home seller are protected all the way across the board. And what's criminal is you're going to see in some of these amount of room. So, for example, let's just take a purchase offer. You're going to see an assignment fee, and that's actually what the wholesaler is making on these transactions. So if they have you tied up at a certain purchase price, say for example, $500,000, there might be a $25,000 assignment fee in there, plus any and all other fees that are actually associated with it. So the new buyer has to purchase the home for, let's say, $550,000. Okay, that is not $50,000 that goes into the home seller's pocket. That is $50,000 that is involved in the transaction and $25,000 for a wholesaler. Your price that was negotiated up front never changed. And in reality, your home could be sold for more money. That is the most important thing out of this video that I hope you understand, is that in reality, if someone is wholesaling your home on the secondary market, it only means that your home could be sold for more. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe down below. We actually take questions all the time, or if you have something in the comments that you want more specific information of how to protect yourself from a wholesaler and make sure that your contracts are not assigned. I work in the state of California. I'm happy to help you here, but I have connections all over the United States and would love to point you in the direction of maybe a local real estate agent that could help you in your community. I hope you got some value. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.